Hello Gemini, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 13th to the 16th of January. Yes, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Sorry I haven't been here for a couple of weeks. Obviously it's been solstice season, the holiday season. I also had a really bad cold that affected my throat. I couldn't really do much in the way of videos. And it's still a bit tiggly at the moment, so I do apologise if I do cough in the during the video. I will cut out most of it. But yes, did you see the sun's been kicking off? A lot of X flares and M flares and things like that. The energy of the centre of the Earth is quite amazing at the moment. That's all on the energy update, and we also went into what the elements that we're going to be talking about in your reading as we go forward. Okay, so let's, without further ado, we will be going into that a little bit later on, but without further ado, let's just bring up the Astroflower and see what's going on with the messages for your Astroflower. Here we go. Here we got the overall energies here, the relationship side and the financial side. Let's just see what's going on here. There's a lot of passion going on the relationship side, and it seems to have been very true for a lot of signs actually. A lot of energy coming through, but this is also, it's feeding you. The more you get passionate about life, the more you feel passionate. It's an auto-feeding sort of scenario going on here, but it's certainly pushing out into the relationship side. On your financial side, this is more coming to you. It's a stimulating week for you. And in this stimulating week, it's going to help you to see a lot clearer. I think you're going to actually, it's going to stimulate ideas of creating a business or doing a project or going after a particular career path. If you've got those things in mind, this week here is probably a very good week to clarify the journey, as it were. Get the whole sort of, the steps you need to take in order to get to where you want to be. It seems to be a lot of calculating going on. Yeah, there is a lot of work going on. 8 of Pentacles. It seems like you're working really hard on the relationship side, or you're putting a lot of passions into life on your emotional or your spiritual side of life. But on your financial side, this is where you're working hard on getting the plan down on paper and getting it precise. That's what I'm getting a precision in what you want. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. The karmic path seems to be really tall. It's almost as if on your relationship side, you know what you need, but it feels like it's a difficulty to actually put it into action. You know what you need, but you don't know how to do it. That's what I get in feeling of, maybe that's what the clarity as well, the work's coming out of there. And it may be a little bit of frustration that you're experiencing at the moment. What's the connection for the coincidences and the synchronicities? There's a lot coming out of the energy, and I think it's taking a lot of energy from you in order to get involved. But as it does come out there, it's almost as like it's like an explosion of connections with lots of people, or synchronicities or realizations, and then it really dies down. And then it explodes, then it really dies down. That's the sort of sensation I get from it. So you've got to be able to pick through the pieces quite quickly, the synchronicities and the coincidences, and just like, the sensations you get and the feeling about the room and everything like that, and then you've got to work quickly on it. There's no waiting around, it seems like here. On your past self is pushing out there. It's like, it seems like you're pushing away certain things that you've experienced, and you just kind of go, yeah, it doesn't work for me, sort of thing. It's making things very, very clear. The future self is giving you the direction. The future self is giving you the direction for all of this sort of stuff that was down at the bottom. Knowing what you want, but how to put it into action. I think this is what the future is doing here. And by the end of the week, it's going to be very clear for you what you've got to do according to relationships, your emotions, or your spiritual path. How you should be engaging this week here. Your engagement comes into this. Controlling the explosive part of things, and that could be the emotions that are within you, but it also the explosion of trying out too many new things. I think it's having a little bit of discernment as well, more than anything else. On your karmic path, look at that, happiness after difficulty. You know what you want. And I think the difficulty is that happiness is there. The difficulty is putting it into action. That's what it seems to be. On the connection to the outside world, there is this, the moon card. So it's the underbelly of life. And the air sign seems to be getting the moon card. I think you're going to be surprised by certain things. It's going to reveal other things to you. But it's also, it's because you might not be prepared for what is coming, the connections and what have you. It might create a little bit of frustration. So you need to be a little bit open to sort of kind of going, I don't quite understand what that actually means at the moment. But it will come clear as time goes on. And it may be a two-part answer, as it were, between those explosions of information that comes into your life. In the past self, you get the hangman. Yeah, I think there's certain things that you're just getting rid of. And you're just allowing them to drift away. You're pushing them away from you. That doesn't really concern you, or doesn't really interest you anymore. And or you've already tried it. So you're seeing things in a different light. You're getting things a little bit more sort of crystal clear. And then you get the direction. Look at that. On the future self, I think this is with this card here. It's showing you the way. It's showing you the way, Gemini. My most favourite card out of the pack. And what it's doing is this is a priest here. And the priest has understand the body, mind and soul. The priestess has understood the soul, mind and body. They come at it from different angles, but the understanding is the same at the end of the day. It's just coming at it from different angles. But this card here, you're learning about those steps. Those are becoming now evident for you in your future. The steps that are taking you on to the star card, which is the ultimate for you. This is why I said you need a bit of discernment about how you put your passions into life. You get the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I think, just don't chuck it all out there. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, as it were. I think this is where you need to sort of have a certain control over your passions and the world of what passions you allow into your world. Be very selective about how you put your emotions and passions into life, and it will then help you to get the clarity of the direction of the journey of how to put into place that happiness after difficulty. Very good for you, really. A transitional week without doubt on the relationship side. Let's see what's going on the financial side. The financial side here is like karmic path here is it's almost ready, but it's still gathering information from the back. And I think this is what you're working on, of getting that clarity of vision for your future. It's definitely what's it trying to get? It seems to be like what works what is in balance within your life. So, obviously you can do a working week of 70 hours a week. You know what I mean? But you won't have much of a life next to it. And I think here is what it's saying here is don't forget about certain aspects of life that need to be done that is not all about work. So, I'll just be a little bit wary about that. This here is very high and it doesn't stop. I think here I think the connection for the intuition through your coincidences, synchronicities, will allow you to see the opportunities within your career path, business or projects, or whatever you're doing, in a sense that it's going to give clarity or shape to your karmic path. So connecting with the outside world with an idea of what you want out of life in regards to this project, and it's having that clarity and working towards that future is where you're going to only attract things that are going to help to sort of build that sort of clarity for you. Okay, from the past, this plays into the karmic path as well. There seems to be in a way, it's like everything, all the energies around you from your past self and from the synchronicities. I think they're all trying to sort of concoct something that allows you to that gets your karmic path into place. So it's pretty obvious about what you're doing. It really becomes absolutely clear. And it's like something that you may have forgotten. That's why it's playing in the past. It's almost as like, when I was a kid, I used to like, doing various things, when I was a kid, doing skateboarding and stuff like that. And it's a long time since I've done any skateboarding, and maybe I should do a little bit, that sort of thing that comes up to the surface. It's connecting the dots from the past. And in the future self, this is very big. And it's connected to the past. It's almost as if, like, this is what I'm getting now, is like, it's like you put a bet on something years ago that you forgot about, and actually it's now going to pay out. That's what I'm getting like. What's the sensation that should be coming out of this week here? How should you be engaging with it? This is where I think you need the clarity of the air within you. This side here is the fire that's coming round really from the base of you. And on the financial side, it's the clarity of vision of the here and now, and reacting to the situation in order to open up that opportunity to bring something from the past so it actually starts paying for you now. That's what it seems like. That's what the sun is waiting for, happiness. Shining a light on you. And it's, as I say, it's like I used to like doing skateboarding. I was never the best skateboarder in the world at all. It was, for me, it was back in the 70s before we had real boards, but it's that happiness, that sensation, rather than actually skateboarding itself. It's the sensation of, yeah, this is what I should be doing. This is what should be, it's clarifying your karmic path. And there you go. You get the connection to your synchronicities and so forth. You get the Nine of Cups. There's a lot of great stuff that you're trying to attract into your life. And the more you build towards something that makes you feel satisfied and enjoying life, I think the better the results you're going to get. And from your past self, you get the Page of Wands. Learning about your passions, how you apply your passions into life. As I said here, it's sort of like it does play into building up this happiness there. And it's what you were passionate about in the past is going to now bring you the rewards for your future. And look at that. Then you get the Knight of Wands. So you got the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. You're going from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. And this is where you should be very spontaneous in the engagement with life and ready to move, basically. I think that's what it's all about. And then you get the Ace of Swords. This is an absolutely beautiful side, really. I think if any side is really working the best, it's certainly your financial side. There's a direction and a goal that you need to be working towards, the here and now, and being really present in that here and now will make for something that is very, very passionate and going very quickly, advancing very quickly in your life. And it's you've got to work on that plan that is very clear within you. And because it's clear within you, or the only thing that's missing is the essence, really, the fuel that's going to drive that passion. And I think that's where the sun comes into play, the karmic path comes into play, where you know it, this is what I should be doing, therefore I'm going to go after it and get it. Okay? And it's all about work this week. And not necessarily going to work. I mean, it's working on yourself as well. Okay? So let's just bring up your flower and let's just see what's going on with the elements within you. Let's just see what's going on there. Let's just cover the cards for a second. Okay, so we're looking at the combination of fire and air. You're an air sign, okay? And at your base, you have that fire. This is perfect timing for you. This is why the energy that's coming through your central position here, your general energy, is really, really strong. You are a driving force at the moment. And you can see here within every single petal has got fire in it. apart from this crossing point at the top. So what we're doing is, as I say, we're looking at the combination between air and fire. And we really only have it as it crosses here. The fire that comes in through here comes across your air there. So I think we're going to be looking at that for a start. We're also going to be looking across at this cardinal air that comes in from Aries on that side. You don't actually have any other sort of fire and air combinations within the rest of your flower. And this could be that sort of frustration, really. There's a lot of passions to get wanting to be getting on your relationship side, but you've mainly got fire and earth. And it's actually, now you know what you want. It's how do you get about doing it? How do you put it into action? And that's where we could get a bit of frustration going on. I do want to pull a bit of cards on this section here, on these two here, the synchronicities and the karmic path. I want to pull something there to see what's going on with that. But mainly we're going to be pulling some cards and see what the messages that are coming in from the energy through these section here, which is converting your past into your future, from the page to the night on that side there. And on this side here, I've forgotten what it is now. Let's just pull the cards up. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah, from the Hangman to the Hierophant. Getting that clarity of vision. And this fixed fire that comes in from Leo will give you that. It's going to help you to concentrate on your path a lot more. And this is why you need the Four of Pentacles, to be discerning about how you give your energy and who you give your emotions and love to. Let's just see what's going on there. You get the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of fire, and the energy is increasing that. It's allowing you to let go of things that just seeing things differently and realizing that it's okay to change the routine and stuff like that. It's going to bring balance back into your life with that lovely fire and air energy. Justice is very much an air energy that's going on. It's all about that fire and that air. So this, when you start getting a clarity on your passions of really driving to what you want, it's going to give you that balance to see clearly the vision of, should I be with this person? Should I ask this person out? Should I, connect with this family member or these friends? Or should I do this activity? Or should I do this spiritual direction? It's giving you absolute beautiful clarity. And that frustration there is about offering. You've got this love that you want to offer out, that but it doesn't seem to be, and you're just holding it. Yeah, you don't seem to be in a position where you can just give it out freely, willy-nilly. And maybe that is the source of the frustration. And once you start working towards the actual plan of doing that and taking the steps to put it into place, I think that frustration will just dissipate like some nasty fog that we've been having around the world, in the near future. Let's have a look, see what's going on in this cardinal fire that comes in across your thing. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I think with the hard work and the direction, if you connect with your passions, or if you connect to the things that really make you enjoy, I think that's when you're going to get the best results. There is a choice. The energy is bringing in here with the Two of Swords. There is a certain degree of, well, it's not a choice. I think it's an evident path that you should be following. And once you take off that blindfold, you're going to become a leader in your own sort of destination. And you get the Knight of Pentacles as well. Two knights on that side now. And two knights on this side as well. It's all about going off on a mission for you, planting the seeds to your own success in the future. And this idea is clarity of vision is going to really help you in the here and now and being very present, so you can actually capitalize on any opportunity that is given your way, as it were. So there you go, Gemini. Thanking you very much for being here with us. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Don't forget about the energy update. We've also done a lot of energy healing videos on this channel, so you might want to go and have a look at that. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.